Welcome to this explainer. Let's jump right into something pretty much every Mac user deals with, but maybe doesn't entirely understand. We're going to demystify exactly how to safely install those incredible third-party apps from outside of Apple's walled garden, the Mac App Store. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll be handling Mac installations like an absolute pro.
So, have you ever been locked out of an awesome new app by a glaring, scary warning on your very own computer? It is incredibly frustrating, right? You download a tool you desperately need, and your Mac flat out says, nope, cannot be opened because the developer cannot be verified. It kind of makes you feel like you don't actually own your own machine. Well, don't worry, because today we are going to fix that completely.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll cover 1. Beyond the App Store. 2. 3 types of installers. 3. Opening blocked applications. And 4. Troubleshooting and pro tips.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, Beyond the App Store.
What's genuinely wild is just how many essential everyday tools are missing from Apple's official storefront. We're talking heavy hitters like Google Chrome, Firefox, VLC Media Player, OBS Studio. They just aren't there. Instead, you download them directly from the developers' websites. This is super common for open source software and dev tools. So, to really unlock your Mac's full potential, you literally have to know how to install things from the open web.
Moving right along to Section 2, the 3 types of installers.
When you grab an app from the web, the most common format you'll run into is a DMG, or disk image. I actually love this format because it beautifully mimics the old-school vibe of sliding a physical CD-ROM right into your computer. You double-click it and your Mac mounts it onto your desktop, just like a virtual external drive.
It's a brilliant example of macOS elegance. To install from a DMG, you usually just double-click the file, and a little window pops up showing the app icon right next to a shortcut to your Applications folder. All you do is click, drag the app into that folder, wait a second for the copy, and eject the virtual disk. Boom, done. It's wonderfully tactile.
Then, on the flip side, we have PKG, or package files. These are going to feel a lot more like those traditional setup wizards you might remember from Windows. There's no drag and drop here. Instead, you're clicking Continue, accepting license agreements, and this is key, you'll almost always need to punch in your Mac password. That just lets the system do the heavy lifting behind the scenes.
The third one you'll see is the classic zip file. These are just compressed archives made to speed up your download. Your Mac handles these effortlessly. You just double-click the zip in your Downloads folder, it unpacks itself, and then you just manually drag that brand new app icon straight into your Applications folder. Simple. But what happens when you go to launch that new app and hit a brick wall?
That brings us perfectly to Section 3, Opening blocked applications.
If you use a Mac, you've absolutely seen this pop up. It tells you the app can't be opened because the developer can't be verified. Look, unsigned apps can genuinely be risky, so macOS uses a built-in security feature called Gatekeeper to protect you. It checks if the app is from a known developer and cleared for malware. If it fails, your Mac stops it dead in its tracks.
But here's the crucial takeaway. If you know for a fact you downloaded that app from the official, trusted website, you are totally safe to proceed. And to do that, you've got 2 main workarounds, the Control-Click Handshake and the System Settings Override.
The absolute fastest way is what I like to call the Control-Click trick. Instead of just double-clicking and getting blocked, open your Applications folder, hold down the Control key, and click the app. Hit Open from the menu. It's like a secret handshake. You'll still get a warning, but this time an actual Open button magically appears. It tells your Mac, hey, I know exactly what I'm doing, let me in.
Now, if you forget the secret handshake, try to open it normally, and get blocked, no worries. Just close the warning, head up to the Apple menu, open System Settings, and click Privacy and Security. Scroll down a bit, and you'll see a little message saying your app was blocked, right next to a very handy Open Anyway button. Just click that, enter your password, and you're good to go.
But wait, let me pause you right there, because this detail trips up so many people. Apple actually puts a ticking clock on this. That Open Anyway button, it vanishes about 1 hour after your first attempt to open the app. If you get distracted and come back later, the button is literally gone and you'll have to start the whole process over to trigger it again.
All right, let's bring it all home with Section 4, Troubleshooting and Pro Tips.
Every now and then, instead of a security block, your Mac might say the app is damaged and suggest trashing it. That sounds terrifying, right? Like you just downloaded a virus. But honestly, it usually just means the download got interrupted or the software is too old for your current macOS. The fix is super easy. Just delete it, go back to the official site, double-check your version, and download a fresh copy.
Finally, if you really want to fly through this stuff, memorize these standard keyboard shortcuts. Command plus space opens Spotlight so you can find your app instantly. Command plus Shift plus A jumps right to your Applications folder. Command plus Delete sends those leftover installers straight to the trash. And of course, Control plus Click for our secret security handshake.
So, by mastering DMGs, PKGs, and zips, and knowing exactly how to safely bypass Gatekeeper, you've basically unlocked your Mac's true potential. You aren't stuck in the App Store anymore. You've got the whole internet of power user tools right at your fingertips. Now that the walled garden is officially open, what powerful new software are you going to install today? Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and happy exploring.